All right, let's get right into something that drives people, myself included, absolutely crazy: fake battery capacity. We're going to expose why that shiny new 100 amp hour battery you just bought, well, it might not be giving you the power you actually paid for. I mean, does this sound familiar? You've done your research, you've spent your hard-earned money on what you think is a solid 100 amp hour battery, you get it all hooked up, and poof, it's dead way, way sooner than your math said it should be. It's a super common and frustrating problem, and believe me, you are not alone. And this right here is the absolute heart of the issue. The big number they print on the label, that's the capacity under perfect, pristine lab conditions. But out here in the real world, the power you can actually use is often a whole lot less. So why? Why is there this big gap? Well, it all comes down to a few key factors. I like to call them the hidden capacity killers. These are things that manufacturers, don't exactly shout about on the packaging. So let's break them down. Okay, first up, we've got the BMS, the battery management system. Just think of this as the battery's brain, or maybe its bodyguard. Its number one job is to protect those expensive lithium cells inside from getting wrecked. To do that, it has to cut the power off when the voltage drops too low. It's absolutely essential for the battery's health, but it means you can never, ever use 100% of the energy inside. Next on the list is something called depth of discharge, or DOD. Now, this one is actually a feature, not a bug. To make sure the battery has a long, happy life, manufacturers build them so you can only safely use a certain percentage of the total juice. For a lot of the Life PO4 batteries out there, that sweet spot is somewhere around 80, maybe 90%. If you constantly drain it deeper than that, you're just going to wear it out way faster. And finally, there's the C rate. It sounds technical, but it's really just about how fast you're pulling power out. A really heavy load, say a big inverter running a microwave, creates a high C rate. This causes the battery's voltage to sag, and that sag means you get less total energy out of it. The analogy I love is trying to chug a super thick milkshake through a tiny straw. The harder and faster you try to suck, the less you actually get. Same idea here. So let's just recap real quick. The number on the sticker is the best case lab coat and clipboard scenario. The real usable power you get is what's left over after the BMS takes its cut, after you account for a safe depth of discharge, and after your specific load, your C rate, has its say. So how do we figure out what that real number is? Let's find out. All right, enough with the theory. How do you find out the true, honest-to-goodness capacity of your battery? Simple. You run a test. And we're going to walk through how to do it right now, starting with the most important part of all. And that is safety. Seriously, this part is completely non-negotiable. When you load test a battery, you are dealing with a huge amount of energy. So you need a well-ventilated area, you absolutely have to use a fuse on the positive wire, that's your protection against a dead short. Use insulated tools, keep a close eye on the battery's temperature, and for goodness sake, have a fire extinguisher handy. You have to respect the power you're working with. Okay, with all the safety stuff covered, the test itself is actually pretty simple. Step 1, start with a 100% fully charged battery. 2, hook up a steady, constant DC load, something you know the exact power draw of. 3, start a stopwatch and just let it run until the battery's own BMS protector cuts the power off. And that's it. That gives you your total runtime. And 4, we do a tiny bit of math. And this little formula right here, this is what reveals the truth. Your real amp hours are simply the power of your load in watts times the runtime in hours, all divided by the battery's nominal voltage. That's the whole secret. So what does a typical result actually look like? Well, it's pretty common for a battery that's advertised as 100 amp hours to only give you something like 88 amp hours of usable power. Now, that 12% difference, it's not just a number on a chart. That's the difference between your fridge running all night or kicking off at 3 in the morning. It's the gap between your system working like you planned and failing you when you need it most. Okay, so now we know the sticker is not the whole story, and we know exactly how to test it for ourselves. So what do we do with this information? Well, this is how you go from being a regular customer to a smart, informed battery buyer. So what's the takeaway here for you? It means when you're planning your power system, you should base your math on about 80 to 90% of the advertised capacity, not the full 100. It means you need to be extra skeptical of those super cheap, no-name brands, because they're usually the ones exaggerating the most. And at the end of the day, a real capacity test is the only way to know for sure what you've got, so you can size your whole system correctly. Look, if you remember just one thing from this whole explainer, please make it this. True capacity is proven, not just printed. You can't just rely on the sticker. You gotta rely on the test. So I'll leave you with a question to think about. Now that you know the secret, what's really inside your battery? There's only one way to find out, right? And one final, really important reminder, playing with electricity can be dangerous. This whole explainer is for educational purposes. If you're ever unsure about anything, please consult a qualified professional. Thanks for joining me.